On most college campuses, you expect to see this. At Wesleyan, you'll get more parts that look like this. This is WILD Wes, Wesleyan's student-run permaculture sites. WILD Wes stands for Working for Intelligent Landscape Design at Wesleyan. The group was founded in fall 2010 by students who started the first site at WestCo and in 2013 made the next one outside Summerfields. Wesleyan, like many colleges and universities, is covered in vast lawns that contain only one type of plant, grass. Traditional monoculture lawns require fertilizers, pesticides, and herbicides that themselves require huge amounts of energy to create. These chemicals are often harmful to people in the surrounding environment in the form of runoff, as well as to the health of people who apply them. Students recognize the adverse effects of monoculture on the landscapers applying the chemicals, on the members of the community, and on the local ecosystem and environment. They thought to themselves, not only can we create a landscape that is sustainable for the health of the community and the earth, we can make one that is vibrant, beautiful, and that produces resources such as fruits for the community. Thus WILD Wes began. The first site was the WestCo courtyard, a 3/4 acre plot that was originally just plain lawn with one tree. The largest beech tree is the only thing that remains from the old courtyard. In the first years of WILD Wes, the courtyard was covered in several inches of wood chips to build the soil, which had been damaged from decades of growing nothing but grass. Many fruit trees, native grasses, berry bushes, and flowers were planted after the soil had regenerated. The landscape design also included social seating areas, paths, and a compost area. After their initial success, WILD Wes was ready to expand beyond its first site. Soon, another smaller plot was started in the Butterfields courtyard, right in front of the Summerfields dining hall. In both landscapes, WILD Wes's design centers around permaculture, a shorthand for permanent agriculture or permanent culture, which emphasizes the use of diverse native plant species to create a mainly self-sustaining landscape. Permaculture has many benefits, including significant reductions in CO2 emissions, detoxifying the local environment, and conserving freshwater resources. Biodiversity in permaculture allows management of the landscape without the need for unnecessary inputs, like nitrogen fertilizers, pesticides, or herbicides. Biodiverse plant communities are more resilient and are more capable of sustaining themselves, and they can be more interesting, interactive, and useful than monocultures. Another benefit to the permaculture system is its ability to host wildlife that grass and trees alone cannot. The different plant species allow animals to feed off the abundant fruits and greens, while varying shapes and sizes provide shelter. Here is the famous Wesleyan groundhog enjoying some of the delicious plants available on the plot. In addition to these animals, pollinators are sustained by the abundant flowering plants. Pollinators ensure that plant life is able to continue by transferring pollen from blossom to blossom, enabling the reproduction of plants. Unlike how grass provides no opportunities for pollination, the WILD Wes landscape supports pollinators, helping mitigate declining populations. The future of WILD Wes is bright. You can look forward to bi-weekly gardening sessions this fall, where students will be caring for flowers and food-bearing vegetables, if you're interested in getting involved. You can also expect educational town halls and social events. WILD Wes looks to build an enthusiastic, caring group of students who will continue to cultivate an invigorating and educational space in the years to come for Wesleyan and the Middletown community. WILD Wes serves to reimagine what a college campus can look like. The group looks toward a future where collegiate landscapes are a source of sustenance, sustainability, and hope in the community.